The penultimate race on our Breeders' Cup Fantasy card is also the longest race, 1.5 miles with the best horses on the turf all around the world. So without further ado, let's see the field for the Fantasy Breeders' Cup turf. Number 1 is Pebbles, one of the greatest mares to race in Great Britain. She was the first mare ever to win the Eclipse Stakes, and then later on won the 85 Breeders' Cup turf. Number 2, Manilla. At his peak, he won 9 consecutive races, including the Breeders' Cup Turf, where he infamously defeated Britain's champion horse Dancing Brave. Number 3, Kotashaan. A modest success in his home country of France, when he was shipped to California, he turned things around, winning 5 Grade 1 races and Horse of the Year. Number 4, Pilsudski. He won 6 Grade 1 races in 5 countries on 3 continents, and is the only horse to win both the Breeders' Cup Turf and the Japan Cup. Number 5, Daylami. Starting out as a miler, he only got better with age and distance, winning multiple classic races at 1.5 miles, the last of which being the 99 Breeders' Cup Turf. Number 6, Fantastic Light. Just like Pilsudski, he won stakes races in 5 countries on 3 continents, and was the first horse to win both the Breeders' Cup Turf and the Shima Classic. Number 7, Chaparral, the first horse to ever win 2 Breeders' Cup Turfs. His second victory came in a dead heat, the only one in Breeders' Cup history. Number 8, English Channel. Winner of 6 Grade 1 races in America, his final victory in the Breeders' Cup Turf was by a record margin of 7 lengths. Number 9, Conduit. Just like Chaparral, he won an English Triple Crown race before then becoming a dual winner of the Breeders' Cup Turf. The only difference was he never had a dead heat. Number 10, Main Sequence. After tailing off in England, he was shipped down to America and gelded, where he had a perfect season where he won 4 American Grade 1s, including the Turf. Number 11, Found. A horse who always ran her best when the stakes were at the highest. She was the first horse to ever win the Breeders' Cup Turf and the Arc, although she did it in different years. Number 12, Highland Reel. When he was sent to run in the Breeders' Cup Turf, he was meant to be a pace setter for his stablemate Found, but ended up just winning the race instead. Number 13, Enable, a legendary mare who won 2 Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe. In her second victory, she also became the first horse to win both the Arc and the Breeders' Cup Turf in the exact same year. And number 14, Bricks and Mortar. After a 14-month layoff, he came back with a perfect season and was Horse of the Year. They're all in line and ready for the start. And we're off in the Fantasy Breeders' Cup Turf. English Channel goes to the lead early on. Manilla to the inside rail is in second. Then it's Highland Reel, followed then by Found and Bricks and Mortar, followed then by Enable and the Great Daylami. Then it's Pilsudski, followed then by Fantastic Light, and then it's Chaparral. Then on the inside rail we have Pebbles. To their outside it is Conduit. Between horses Kotashaan, and our trailer early on as we go down the home stretch for the first time is Main Sequence. So the winner of the first circuit is going to be English Channel in front by a full length. Then it's Highland Reel in second. On the inside rail still Manilla is in contention, but it's a wall of horses right behind these two as we now round the clubhouse turn. But English Channel is still the one to reach. Highland Reel, Manilla, between horses Bricks and Mortar, with the dual Arc winner Enable also with them as well. And then it's Found, the only other horse to win the Arc and the Breeders' Cup Turf. Pilsudski is also picking off horses with Fantastic Light, and then it's a gap back to Conduit, along with Pebbles and Kotashaan, and Main Sequence is still the trailer. English Channel still has led the whole way around, but Highland Reel and Manilla are starting to gain on him, and so is Daylami on the inside rail, along with Found and Enable and Fantastic Light. A huge wall of champions of the 1.5 turf are all beginning to swell. Manilla is about to take the lead from English Channel, but English Channel still has some fight in him. Pilsudski splits horses with Daylami as we're into the stretch. English Channel falters and Enable bursts forward. She's in front by 3 parts of a length, but on the inside rail, Pilsudski and Fantastic Light and Kotashaan's making a move, but can they catch Enable? Pilsudski one last run, not enough. Enable wins the Fantasy Breeders' Cup Turf from Pilsudski, Fantastic Light, and Kotashaan.